Alright, I'm going to spend a little bit of time here covering part one of 2 or 3 parts on how you can, things to bear in mind to try to improve accuracy in your throwing. First off, master hitting the target. Mosquitoes. Master hitting the target point first. Once you can hit a point first, then work on precision accuracy. I mean, you could try to incorporate precision accuracy into hitting point first, but at first make your emphasis just being able to stick the knife using the 2 throws I'm throwing you, which should really serve you for whatever you're doing. Yeah, they should be sufficient for whatever you're throwing, whatever you're trying to do. Okay, so once you could stick the knife every time, whatever, you don't even have to think about it, it's just a reflex. Poink, get that gratifying thunk, not that splang of a miss. Thunk, not splang. Splang means you missed. Right. In this one I want to talk to you about keeping both sets of your eyes on the target. Both sets of your eyes, and you heard me right, I said both. Alright, so we'll talk about these ones. That's pretty simple. The whole process of throwing, do not take your eye off the target. The next class will involve this same thing but at a different level. But keep your eyes on the target through the whole process of throwing, the entire process of throwing. Focus on that target and keep your eyes on the target and nothing else, just what you're trying to hit. That's this set. The second set of eyes that I'm talking about is in here. And yes, you can see things with your mind, right? I mean, close your eyes, you can see things with your mind. Well, you could take that a different step. I want you to focus on a target, almost like in a trance. And you've got to clear your mind to do that. You've got to be able to filter out everything around you and tune in to the target and you with this. Now I want to talk about Army days when I used to take a squad of infantry out on a night patrol, and we'll been in a patrol base for a while, and they could be cleaning their weapons, they could be resting, they could be getting something to eat, they might be talking to somebody quietly, who knows, whatever they're doing. Well, now we're going to leave the perimeter at night and we're going to go out into the woods, wherever, the enemy territory. And what I would do to help people get this part, their whole body tuned in, is I would do what I call the security halt. And I would tell the guys where we go out, I'd give them an operations order, and I'd say, we're going to exit through this part of the perimeter, and we're going to go out not far, maybe 100 meters, and we're going to do a security halt. And that means we're not really that far into enemy territory, and it's pitch black out, and I'm going to sit down quietly. Nobody's going to talk, nobody's going to do anything. Sit down, take your helmet off, take your gear off, and we're just going to sit there in the dark till I say so. Usually 10 minutes, honestly, and let our entire body, not just our eyes, but all our senses get tuned into the night and the woods. I mean, your sense of smell, your eyesight, your sense of hearing, let it get tuned in. And what a difference that makes when we get up and move. Everybody's like cat-like moving through the woods suddenly. That's what you got to do. And if you can incorporate something like that into your knife throwing, I think most professional athletes that are involved in precision sports have some kind of way to get into their focus, and do a little security halt, just take some time out, tune into what you're trying to do. You're trying to hit that target. You're keeping these eyes on it, and you're going to focus those eyes on it. And what I used to do, I don't know if you can, but I used to put myself in a bit of a trance shooting rifles. And I was one of the best shots in our battalion in the 82nd Airborne. I was captain of the 82nd Airborne Rifle Team 2 years in a row because I was really a good shot. And I got to tell you, sometimes I didn't even use the sights on my rifle, let alone a scope. I would look at the target and just the target, and I would hit it. I would hit it every time. And I've had command sergeant majors tell me they never seen anybody shoot like that. Well, you get into it, and maybe I'll put something together on how to do this. But you just get into a trance where deeper and deeper, just you and the target, until nothing else in the universe exists but you and the target. And see you hitting the target point first. So that's your mind eye that you need to tune in. And I just told you the simplest ways I can think of to do that. It's just something to think about, to keep both sets of eyes on the target through the whole throwing process. And if I can think of a better way to tell this, I will. Why not? That's all I wanted to say on this one. Just keep it to that. Keep both sets of the eyes on the target, and don't take them off. Don't take either off, your mind or these. All right. Dismissed. Get out of here. Go practice safely.